set when they took the original Crew off. Now, although the graphics weren't as good as Crew 2, let's go back down to the motorcycle. So although the graphics are not as good on Crew 1, my argument with the Crew was I paid money for it, so essentially I should bloody own my game. And the other thing is that when you go on road trips, it had POI, so point of interests, and then you could kind of set a point of interest all across the United States, and you could head out towards those point of interests, and you could sort of learn different things about all the all the landmarks. And those, I used to go through Chicago, and I collected most of them, to be fair, across the UK, and it would show you the City Hall of Chicago, or it would show you the Space Needle in Seattle, and, I genuinely really enjoyed that. Now, they've taken out all the point of interest on Crew 2, but we're going to do it anyway. So the whole video live stream is not only check in with the most awesome SAS crew, but anybody who wants to pop in and come on this road trip with me. Now, ultimately, I suppose if you do have the game, you could jump on. Like I said, I'm using the Harley. I've been watching that. Oh God, what's it called? Long Way Home. Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman, and yeah, it's made me sort of enjoy what I used to do on the Crew, which is with the bikes and stuff, So I think we're starting out up in Miami. We've got about 10 miles to go. We'll get the hammer down when we get out of town. And we're heading up to our first checkpoint, which I believe, let's just check it. So here we are leaving Miami. So you can see our tyre marks where we've been. And we're heading, nope, I take that back. Our first stop is Cape Canaveral. So I'll just set that there. So actually that won't be that far away. There we go. So I have, I used to work with someone who actually went and seen one of the launches at Cape Canaveral. Yeah, so let's just, I'm just going to enjoy the ride, and whoever pops into the live stream is super welcome. If you want to say hello. And, yeah, so Miami. Like I said, we could have used the car, but I think with the bike you do get to see, you sort of get to enjoy more of the view, I suppose. So we'll take a left here. Oh, what's that car? Okay. Through the lights, we're fine. We won't crash. So yeah, so I hope everyone's well. Like I said, I've not done a live stream in 2 weeks because we sort of do, well, here on the channel, every milestone. And yeah, see how it goes really. But thank you, Farah, for popping in and saying hi. And a big shout out to CGV, who's also live right now. So Farah. Yeah, exactly. Just to kind of like, you can go on these road trips and, I don't know how. Obviously it's not to scale, is it? I mean, it would be crazy cool if they ever did it to scale. I mean, crikey. And the graphics, they're, like I said, they're not the best, especially in 2025. 3 miles from our first photo opportunity of the 12. Yeah, I've sort of earmarked a couple of interesting places. And let's do this road trip. Like I said, if you do have it, and this proves popular, we could all jump on bikes, or cars are okay. I do love cars, but yeah, it's just quite nice to go on a bike, you know. Go through these set of lights. I do like the handlebar, you know, down on the handlebars. I can get there. As it's here we go. Oh, crikey! I was looking at the chat. How many times am I going to crash? I'm going to say none. So here we are. So coming up onto our first landmark and our first photo. And we're going to head to Cape Canaveral and get a quick photo of the space shuttle, which of course they're now decommissioned. SCS games, yeah, like of course, you know, with Euro Truck and stuff. I still love my Euro Truck. I play it on Steam Deck and American Truck. And I know a lot of people are losing hope with the oi oi, what up Nate? How's it going? Are you well? Thanks for popping in, Nate. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed your beginning video for farming. I own Farming Sim 15. I'm going to get the dates wrong now. 18. But I never bought 25. And it's because I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, I'll plough the odd field, you know, here and there. But I've always wanted to sort of keep animals, but I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like something out of Roadcraft. Holding those there. So we're coming up on our first photo opportunity. 12 landmarks to find. And yeah, we'll sort of see how it all goes. What I should have got is my laptop with me, and that way I could have read you a I could have read, you know, a little bit of information about Cape Canaveral, you know, how long, you know, when it was first sort of built and stuff, you know. But you know me, I sort of wing it really. I just go in, we're just having a bit of chill, you know, here on a Saturday night. I've got the hardcore stuff of Ribena next to me. And let's go and find this space station. So we are here. We'll just whip the third person a sec, so I can see it just coming up on the horizon. So we'll grab our first photo, of course, with the 12 landmarks. I'm sure they won't mind us coming into this car park. But I was really, like I said, really quite gutted when they dropped, you know, the American, the huge map that is Crew. And where should we take our photo? Like here? That looks quite nice. I don't know if you'd take a Harley off-road. Well, we're sort of on grass, aren't we? Let's see if we can get our photo here. Okay, so it's left on the D-pad for a quick photo. And how do we go down? Down, down. Okay, something like that. Looks cool. Look at that. We'll take a snapshot. And that is landmark 1. Just going to check the next one. So, Cape Canaveral. I feel like I need to read about it. Of course, the space shuttle there, which has now been decommissioned. I believe that too many of them blew up. And sadly, of course, yeah, so there we go. Let's have a quick look at the next destination we're going to go. So we're going to head on up, and we are heading to Daytona Beach. Wondering whether we can actually see the where they did all the weightlifting and set a waypoint there. It's just up the road. Let's go and get a picture of Daytona Beach. What's this, no problem everyone, what's this 15, 17, 19, 22, 25? I don't know. I have no clue. What are you boys talking about? Okay, oh God almighty, we haven't crashed yet. Should do permadeath, shouldn't we? We've got our character here and we're on this road trip. So we're going to leave Cape Canaveral and get back on the road. Just 4 miles farming sim, Katie. Okay. So what does that... Let's just park up. What does 15, 17, 19... Oh, I know. Don't worry. Yes, so looking at that, I own Farming Sim 15, 17... No, I own them all apart from 25, and I've always loved it. I've always loved doing the ploughing, the wheat and stuff. But when I watched Nate play, I was blown away because he was even building buildings, which to me was crazy. So in order to see some of his videos, I thought it was really quite cool, Okay, let's get on the road. I'm waffling. But hey, you knew that already. You knew that before you were going to come here. You knew I could talk for England. Okay, hopefully we get on the open road where we can open it right up. Isn't it funny? Last time I played The Crew, which was probably, crikey, over 5 years ago. Is it really that long? Okay, we're clear. I thought the graphics were great, and I mean they're not bad, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, so just 4 miles, so I'm going to get down onto the handlebars, and let's get some speed under our belt. Okay, we've got a right-hander coming up, 90 miles an hour. Now, what's the fastest any of you have been on a bike? I have been on the back of an R1, Yamaha R1. I was very young, probably a teenager, and then probably in my late 20s I got offered the opportunity to go on the back of a Honda Blackbird, and I looked over his shoulder and we were doing over 130, and that's when I popped my head back behind his back and just held on tight. I think we got to about 143, and I was like but I always keep my my motorcycles in game only, I think. But yes, it's to traverse this entire United States is quite chill, isn't it? Let's be honest, It would be quite cool if you could pull over in the fuel stations and fill up with fuel. I don't know how popular the recent Crew has been. I think this still carries a lot of player base. Cool, you can see that Daytona Beach coming up on the horizon. Almost up to 100 as we come into Daytona. Never been to America. Would like to go, oh would I? I don't know, it's a crazy old place, isn't it? I think I've got some hay fever going on as well. But there's certainly been times where, I was really into the Crew, and I would I'd come home from work and just want to chill out, and this, you'd sort of set like a bit of a road trip up and just chill out, Maybe this needs a remaster or something. It seems to be the norm nowadays with all these remasters going on. So, is this Daytona Beach? We need to get a photo. Muscle Beach, is this known as? any of the weights. Perhaps we'll pop under the pier. I tell what I might do. Let's just zoom out. Oh, we might be able to see something. No, not really. Let's go park up over there and get our second picture. But yeah, I mean, if they remastered this on the PS5, I mean, let's face it, Ubisoft have a lot of IPs that I do enjoy, Tom Clancy being one. Should we get a picture of the pier? Let's get a picture of the pier and call that. We'll call that visited. Hold on. There we go. Right. Okay, let's grab a picture. And lower it down. Oh, can you see? Yeah, something like that, I think. Daytona Beach. That'll do. Okay, so that's our second out of 12, so there's only 10 left now. Landmark here on Crew 2. Of course, we stopped off at Cape Canaveral, the first one, and the second one being, these are things that I've just picked out that I thought would be quite cool as doing landmarks. So we've made our way up to, along the coast, heading up from Miami, up to Daytona Beach, here. Okay, so let's just whip out of the live photo, and we will just jump onto the live map, and we'll grab our next destination. So we've got Palm Coast. I think, what did I say we were going to go to? We're not going to Washington. We're going to New York, and we are heading to a couple of destinations here. So we'll tick 2 off the list. Brooklyn Bridge. That looks like Brooklyn Bridge. And we're going to try and go to. So I think we'll go. Let's go Brooklyn Bridge first. Where will that waypoint take me? Hold on. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then Brooklyn Bridge, and then we should be able to come round to the Statue of Liberty. So that's the idea. So up to New York we go. From Daytona Beach. Wonder how far we are. But a great game. You know, of course it's aged. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this will be sort of almost like a bit of a tribute, really, to the game in question. Because, I mean, you know, after this, I may not come back to it. I'd always have this to look back on, you know. So let's get back down on the handlebars. A good 12 miles to get under our belt now. So we'll get the hammer down. Still quite a few landmarks to get through. So that's 2 under our belt, of course. Palm trees of Daytona Beach. Just while we're looking, actually, where are we heading through? So up the Palm Coast, we're just going to be going straight along the sea, along that bridge, and then heading into New York, still following the coastline, of course. So, have been on holiday for a week. It's been really nice to sort of put everything down. Of course, the channel also had a break as well. We've reduced the amount of videos we have now here on the channel, because I was literally, when I launched the channel, I was doing a video a day, and that's cool, you know, but yeah, we've reduced that bit now. But there's some fabulous channels out there, and I know that, you know, I guess, you know, I'm trying to find something that is a bit niche about my channel. And slow and steady is definitely, you know, the key. Although, well, this is a slow and steady. We're on a road trip. But doing 100 miles an hour. Oh, left-hand turn up here. Oh, have I missed it? I've missed it. Let's just check behind us. Right, okay. Do the U-turn. I haven't missed it. Have I missed it? Jesus Christ. Hold on. Ah, we were literally on it. Here. Okay. Okay, 10 miles. Like I said, looking at the map, we were going through Palm. Is it Palm Beach? Palm Coast? Right under here. And then as we travel up, we should be able to see New York on the horizon and just scratch off the next two landmarks that we have. I'm guessing, I don't know who is here. Did the crew come out on PS3? I'm going to have to look this up. So if I was to buy the crew on PS3, would I still not be able to access it because it was a live service? Possibly. 8 miles, those miles soon kind of tumble down. Let's see what this will do then. So 110. Like I said, kind of role play. If we crash, we die. Got a right hand there, so we'll just slow up a little bit, take this slip road. Looking for New York on the horizon. So it is still a live service because now and again you will come across some real players. This is that big long bridge that we were talking about heading up the coast. I think they had a patch you could still play but not online. See, that's interesting, Nate, because I downloaded it off of I think it was off my PlayStation library and I couldn't get it to load, and I'm wondering whether if I bought it on my PS3 on eBay. Okay, so we're going to go underwater. Okay. I wonder if it would work on my PS3. Not to stream, of course, but just to enjoy. So one of the biggest things I missed about this game was the fact that on the original crew it had points of information, and you would go there and then it would do a bit of a sort of like cinematic camera, and you would learn about all the different places, like Cape Canaveral and stuff, you know. And they took it all out, and you know, whilst I appreciate that in this game they've got boats and planes, I don't know, I just want to go on a road trip around America, you know. But I think I'll get back to you, mate, and I may pick it up. So I think that might be New York on the horizon. See if we might pass the Empire State Building. That'd be quite cool. Like I said, I've scratched down on my pad here 12 landmarks that we're going to do, and yeah, we'll sort of see how it goes. But still very new to live streaming, but it's a great opportunity to be able to talk to, you know, people that pop in. So try to put this through the middle here. Go on, permadeath on. Oh! Probably wouldn't undertake in real life. There's 4 miles out. Quite a bit of traffic going on, to be fair. I guess we're coming into the city, aren't we? Because if you go out to some of the backwater places, it's pretty quiet. Just 4 miles away, give or take. Right-hander coming up. Oh. Like I said, the Harleys do look pretty good, I've got to say. Oh, do you know, I've just noticed that the hand movements, you can see the throttle as I pull it back. Hang on, look, I'm looking, but you can also see the clutch on the left. That's pretty neat, isn't it? 120. Hold on a second, this is not Brooklyn Bridge, is it? No. So that's a car that's just passed through me. Thank goodness we went into Ghost, because he would have took me off, you know. Let's change views to sort of see what we can see. So we've got it pitched, and we're looking for our third landmark. Which is Brooklyn Bridge. So I recognise those kind of brick buildings there. It's 2 miles out. Like I said, we could have done this in the car, but I've been watching Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman on their bikes. So does this go right? Left, sorry? Left. Just watching the road a second. No, it must slip off to the right, surely. Yeah. Oh, get on those brakes a bit. Thank you. So here we come into New York City. Popping down for our third landmark out of 12. I don't know how accurately New York has been recreated. What's that? Grand Theft Auto? Let me think. Which I want to say, was Grand Theft Auto 3 and 4 in New York? 4 was in New York, right? GTA 4. I sort of remember going under these pathways, and then there was, on one of the first safe houses you get, there was like a turning right, and you could turn in. And I remember, like on Grand Theft Auto 3, for the first time, being like third person, you could reverse your car into the garage. GTA 4. So where was GTA 3 set then? Sorry for all the questions, mate. But in GTA 3, I remember reversing my car and just going like, oh, this sort of like, you know, the first real kind of like third person type games that we're used to now, of course, you know. But they've been some incredible games, haven't they? Let's be honest, over the years. And hey boys, how's it going? Thank you for joining the SAS crew. Live stream, always appreciated. So every milestone video, we come on. Let's just pull over here a second. We come on and do a bit of a live stream. It's a great opportunity to meet up with a few people on the chat. I'm still very new at this, to be honest, but you know, I'm super grateful for everyone that pops into my channel, and who knows where it goes. I don't know. I'm just having a lot of fun with it. I love gaming, and but great to have you there, Boyd. Sorted your Wi-Fi card. Yeah, you know, I always want to support all the channels. It's a great community, whether you're talking about, you know, the Fat Cat Caravan, or of course Nate Games. Oh, what the hell was that? Is that someone? Did someone hit me? You know, channels like Nate, of course. That's quite a cool Lamborghini Countach, I want to say. Yeah, that Countach obviously wants a race across Brooklyn. Are we going to do it? Are we do it? Okay, let's go, let's go. Oh no, I've hit the wrong button. Oh, shitbag. Oh, I was doing all that, and then we were going to race with that Countach across Brooklyn Bridge. Where is it? Here it comes. The Countach is going to absolutely smoke me. Yeah. Racing across Brooklyn Bridge. With the Lamborghini Countach there. Fantastic stuff. What a great game. And a great game, you know, of course, with friends as well, isn't it? So, right, we're just going to pull up here and set our next... yeah, that's cool, man. That is very cool. It's probably going to hit me or do... It's a live service, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen. Okay, so let's get back to our girl. So, that was Brooklyn Bridge. Actually, a second. Hold on a second. It's suddenly turned into Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? Where's the... I need to get my photo. It's obviously straight on. Right, hold on. Come on, we need to get our photo of Brooklyn Bridge. Gotta get all 12 photos. We've still got a long way to go. Of course, I will go the wrong way. With our permadeath on, of course. Interesting bridge, of course. Brooklyn Bridge. Iconic. The railway, the train going through the middle there. Did she damage our bike? No, it's fine. Yeah, boy, I'll keep you posted of the old the channel. You know, it's great to see, and you know, it's great to encourage, you know, and just all be out there doing our thing, isn't it? You know. Okay, this ain't going to be a good picture of the bridge, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, because why not? You know, why not? So that's Brooklyn Bridge. Right, let's take a photo. Lovely. And work out our next game. Yeah, but going back to Grand Theft Auto games, just incredible. Oh, of course, we're going down to get our next photo, which is the Statue of Liberty, which I'm hoping we can maybe get. We'll come here. It's only just down the road, isn't it? But yeah, I look forward to seeing more boys. You know, as I do.
The freestyle trial. Do that one, and you get a plane. A freaking plane! Think about how fast you can go coast to coast with that. Never mind getting creative with all the crazy stunts you'll be able to do.
Interrupting my stream. What does everybody think of GTA 6? Okay, massive topic, obviously, and one that, you know, gamers as a whole will have a huge opinion on. Let me express my thoughts, but please do throw yours in the comments while we head down to... I'm losing track of the numbers now, but we're going to the Statue of Liberty to get a quick photo. So, there's a couple of things here, right? And I was, funny enough, I was talking to my partner about it. Love GTA. Love it. Absolutely loved it. I used to, of course, GTA 4 was the first one online, and I met up with some friends, and in typical slow and steady, you know, style, I used to, I think I do this in a lot of games, I used to walk through Central Park, and just walk, and I'll tell you something interesting about, actually, there's something coming up on my channel with GTA 5, but that's in a couple of weeks. But so I'm a big fan, right? I wasn't too sure about the protagonist for GTA 4, but equally I just fell in love with the story, and the world, of course, was highly detailed. And then Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. I went to the launch, and this is, of course, when physical copies were a thing, you know. And at midnight in Birmingham Bullring, I was there and queued and got my physical copy of GTA 5. Went home, played it for a couple of hours, fell asleep, woke up next day and played it all day. I believe that they launched it with the story. I'm coming round to 6, don't worry, bear with. They launched it with the story, and then online followed. And of course, after, you know, all that, online was okay, but I've never really been a big fan of GTA Online. Maybe it's because it's a younger demographic. Maybe it's because, like, everyone's trolling one another. It's just too bloody toxic for me. And then, of course, they dropped Red Dead 2, and I was lost in that world for many years. And I go back to Grand Theft Auto 5 because, of course, they released it on the PS. Did it? I want to say it came out. Did it come out on PS3? Or did it come? I reckon it came out on PS3. Then it came out on PS4, and then they remastered it, or whatever they did for PS5. Which I don't think they've done for Red Dead 2. Took wrong turning. I am going to come to my opinion on GTA 6. So I was never really a big fan, and of course I got absolutely lost in Red Dead online. It was a bit empty, but I didn't mind because empty is quiet, and quiet is nice. But Rockstar have dropped it like a stone because it doesn't earn money like the huge, you know, fan base that is of Grand Theft Auto 5 with shark cards and stuff like that. And as Nate has quite rightly said, pay to win. And it doesn't interest me. I think I went back onto GTA 5 online for the crack, because you can have a private lobby, and I have got a video coming on this, but I played it for maybe an hour and I deleted it again. Of course, one of the big problems, let's just pull over while we're looking for the Statue of Liberty. One of the big problems, of course, is the Hauser brothers have left Rockstar. And their writing, of course, we live in this woke world now where you can't say anything with anybody being offended. And I really worry about the writing for that. Now, I think it's going to be Bonnie and Clyde. I think we've all decided on that. It's got some bikes by the look of it. And obviously online is going to be massive. And I fear that actually the story will be maybe 12 hours. It might be longer. But online is quite obviously where they want to market this, because this is where the shark cards, the DLC and everything. And going back to my first comment of GTA 5 online being toxic and not a place that I particularly enjoy, is probably one of the problems that I've got with GTA 6, because I just don't know if it's an environment that I want to relax in or enjoy. Now the thing is of course I told you I can waffle. One of the biggest problems for me is the fact that GTA 6 looks very attractive because it's going to be a bigger world, and it's also probably going to have fishing and hunting and buying a property. So it ticks a lot of boxes, like what I'm probably going to enjoy. Right, okay, so we just need to take a right. It's sort of over on the right, so we'll just back this bike up, go and get our picture. Oh, that was totally not immersive. So in answer to your question, I think it's going to be a game that we're all going to buy. I think it's going to make an absolute shed ton of money. I worry whether, if it's got private lobbies, it could be amazing. But is it going to hold my attention? Because really, I don't fall in the remit of people who it's aimed at. Does that make any sense? That's my thoughts anyway. Just take bloody hell, Katie. Take literally 15 minutes to tell you a little story, but hey, it gives you context, Okay, let's get our picture. Bugger off. Oh, it's a good picture. Try and get rid of that banner on the back. Can't quite do it. Right, so save. Okay, got a... So maybe there is, Okay, I've leveled up as well. So you can see I've played this a long time. I've got 500,000 credits. I was into this game hugely. Let's have a quick read of the comments, see what's going on. Online is pay to win. Yeah, Nate, absolutely. I completely agree. Void. Understandable. The only thing I'm looking forward to is the activities on story mode, especially the gym where you can work out. Yes, it does look like we're going back to San Andreas, and being able to bulk up your body and stuff. If they bring any of the hair growing, beard growing that they did from RDR2, there's a lot of promise with this game, and it's easily going to command £100, I would have thought. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be one of those games where I think if you don't get it, you're kind of missing out. I don't know. So to whoever's in the chat, so my question to you is, and I'll answer my question first, will you buy GTA 6? And my answer is yes. I think I will, because of just how big the bloody game's going to be. While I take a quick drink. So we've got, I might need to take a look at my list. There's our picture of Statue of Liberty. Let's dive into the map. Still full of hay fever. And so what have we done so far? We started off at Miami, and we ran all the way up to, where did we go first? I can't even remember now. Cape Canaveral. That was the first one. Yeah, probably get it, Nate. This is it, isn't it? It's I think it's going to be. It's obviously going. It's what, 15 years in the making. Is it really 15 years? So if did RDR come out in 2011? Are we really at 15 years before Rockstar released a new game? I'm sure I get it. My foster brother made me laugh. He said games are going to cost £800. I thought, no, not a chance. No, but definitely, it's going to be £100, isn't it? Easy. Okay, so we've done New York. My next one on the horizon is... Holy cow, it's a long way. We're heading up to Niagara Falls. I don't even know if I'm going to get all this done. Set waypoint. Niagara Falls. That's might not be too bad. We'll be right. We'll get on the road. It'll be fine. 19 miles. Maybe 12 landmarks was a little bit ambitious. But yeah, it's I don't know if you guys seen this, but I did hear, this is a rumour, it's not confirmed, but Joe Rogan might be on one of the radio stations. Joe Rogan. Okay, we're gonna have to get the hammer down to get to Niagara Falls. Oh, where's that turning then? Okay. I have put on the thumbnail 12 landmarks, so we're going to do all bloody 12. If you stay with me, that's cool. If you go off and do something on your Saturday night, that's also very cool. Oh, we've got some rain. I can also hear some wind. 19 miles. Through the streets of New York. Pretty quiet in New York, to be fair. Lower Manhattan. Okay, so it does come up with some street names. Are we going to be heading out over Brooklyn Bridge just for a bit of a last goodbye? Maybe not. I imagine that's probably the Hudson River, maybe over there. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, easily in it. Gotta be. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be running out into the forest, really, through the White Mountains, the North Woods, and then straight up to Niagara Falls. Water effects still look good. Let's have a look at them. Let's pull over, actually. Let's put it in third person. Pull up a set of lights. Yeah, I mean, I should come to the stream. Actually, I tell you what, mate. Look at the rain. Just not so much when it lands. It's not bad. But look at it bottom right hand corner on that tarmac. I tell you, that's pretty decent, isn't it? Yeah, good spot. Rain on the helmet. Tyres on the bike. Oh, look at that sun just glistening off the tarmac there. How is this just needs a remaster, doesn't it? It just needs a bit of TLC. And I think, is it Motorfest, the next one? I think that literally, let's go back to that sun. Yeah, that's blinding, that is. Yeah, I'm glad we slowed down for that, Nate. Thank you. I do love stuff like that. I do love it, you know. And certainly, you know, what this channel is, I want to do this channel so we take a look at stuff like that, you know, and enjoy things. I'm really enjoying my Trucking Tuesday, looking at some of the truck games, how the truck moves, and, you know, and of course we've got Roadcraft coming up as well. I am going to get Roadcraft. I'm a huge SnowRunner fan. But I really worry, you know, they're releasing, if you buy the Upper West Side New York, if you buy the deluxe version of Roadcraft, you get 8 maps. Now, are we going to get a bit bored of laying concrete for 8 maps? Like building bridges and laying concrete, like, is that not going to have... I think that's why it's 40 quid and not 60, because I don't think it has the longevity. I mean, I'll see how it goes and we'll have fun with it, but I've played SnowRunner for 5 years and I fear that Roadcraft I'll play for maybe 6 months. I'm not sure. I didn't even pick up Expeditions. The Land Rover DLC. Do you know, I know I picked up the Jeep. I'm not sure I picked up the Land Rover DLC. I gotta say, Nate, you were on the money with this rain. This rain looks stunning. Land Rover, I need to go and check it out actually. But a big fan, you know. Apart from a trophy being glitched out for me. I would have got the platinum for that. And I'm still pretty pissed about it. It hasn't popped for me. But if you go onto my profile, you will see that I'm 1 trophy off of platinum for SnowRunner. But I worry about roadcraft, you know. Wow, look at this! Look at this! Oh, how has this not got some... You know, this needs a little bit more TLC. That's just incredible. I might have to get a photo of that. Hold on. I've not picked this game up in so long. New York, of course. I wish it didn't have that horrible number plate there. I wish we could knock that off, you know. But yeah. Anyway, let's get these bloody 15 miles under our belt. Still got, so I put it down, 12 landmarks, let's get it done. We must have at least 4 under our belt, I would have thought. Let's get down to those handlebars and get the hammer down. But you know, there's a couple of videos on YouTube with friends doing road trips on this, you know. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, what a game. I was late to the party on that game. I'm just looking for the map a sec. Turn right. And I really enjoyed every time I come across like a new town on Valhalla, and maybe it's because I'm from the UK. I Google the town and look at some of the history behind it. I know it's not accurately represented, but I couldn't help, you know, looking at like all the little towns and wanting to see. Now, of course, the Vikings are 800. Is it, I don't know, BC? Look, I dropped out of school. And I think Odyssey was 400 BC, AD, whatever. Yeah, you know, I actually live about 15 miles from Colchester. Not that far from Colchester now. I've moved all over the UK, so you have to forgive my Somerset accent. But 15 miles from Colchester, and there's still the big city wall that goes around Colchester, or there's bits of it remaining. And of course, I went to the castle, excuse me, and I walked the halls where Boadicea walked, and that was just like, I love history, you know, like, I didn't realise until moving here that Colchester is UK's first town. I hope I've got that right. But absolutely blown away by the history, and of course coming back to Valhalla, you know, what a game. You know, oh, there's a little bit of wildlife. Okay, 11 miles. We'll make it up to Niagara Falls. Come on, let's do it. Of course, nighttime descending on us. Because we're on the open road, we will. Whoa! Still permadeath, of course. The stream ends if we die. That was a rabbit. 10 miles out, we can get this done. Get on those brakes a little bit. Have a bit of a swig of my right bean there in a minute. The vast and wildly United States of America. And what a great feat to put it, I mean, even if you're going to condense the game down, you know, to put it in a game. But I thought a bike might make a bit of a change, you know, rather than the car. Cars are sort of, you know, very the norm, aren't they, in these type of games, and just up in the middle there. I have got a Suzuki, I'm not sure if it's a GSXR. I've got a nice Suzuki on this game as well. Mafia Old Country. Do you know, I still haven't seen the trailer. I've been a bit busy. Been a bit busy the last couple of days. I haven't quite got round to seeing the trailer for Mafia Old Country. I did read somewhere that apparently it's quite a linear story. It's not quite as open world as maybe we hoped. But you know, if it's done with love and passion and excuse me, it's a good game, then why not? More wildlife. It feels more of a road trip on a bike. Absolutely, yeah. In another life, I would have a bike, but maybe not. I'll just enjoy it with games. But I mean, surely this has got to be a genre, isn't it, Nate? Like, come on, man. There's a huge biking community out there that would love to be able to bike all over the world. I mean, that game would sell hotcakes, wouldn't it? If it was bike all over the world, and if they charged 20 quid a, you know, a country. I don't know. I'm asking a lot now. But hey, you've only got to look at what, you know, SCS do with all their DLC that they bring out for the trucks. Some of those graphics, you know, some of the graphics that they've got going on. I know the PCs run it and stuff, but Christ, if they did biking all over the world, you know, I don't think I'd ever want to leave the house again. 6 miles from Niagara Falls. Interesting fact that I know about Niagara Falls is that if you ever go, I've never been, I only hope this fact is true, but the roads around, and it's quite obvious what I'm about to say, but apparently the roads around Niagara Falls are permanently wet. Because obviously of the falls, so they're permanently wet around there. I don't know if that's true. That can't be true, surely. No, I reckon someone's spun me a yarn on that, maybe. 5 miles out. Let's keep going. But yeah, you know, gaming. Look how far it's come in the last 10 years. You know, where are we going to be in the next 10 years? I'm only sorry that I'm getting older. But yeah, we're not going to pull over. Sometimes, especially with the truck games, I've been pulling over and sort of ripping, and not ripping, but sort of talking about what the trucks look like and stuff. Look at that road. We're not going to pull these graphics apart because the game is over 5 years old. If this was a brand new game, which I've got to say, that road and that sun, then we would pull over and kind of, you know. I think one of the big misfortunes with this game is that you can't actually step out of any vehicle, so you can't actually step off the bike, which is a damn shame considering you can drive. Like, we could just go through those trees, right? So why not be able to get off the bike? Okay, so we're up at Main Highlands. I remember, you know, if you want to talk about some memories that you've had from games, here's a couple of my top 5 memories. Euro Truck Driver. Many years ago I had a PC, and I could not believe, it was a while ago, mind, but I was queuing for the ferry. And I was overwhelmed by that. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Look at all these real people in trucks queuing for the ferry on Euro Truck. And that is one of my favourite memories. Another one is when I was running in a clan on Battlefield. And I remember we were all running from a tank and we took cover in this building. And the building got blown up. And so, that's when they had like proper destruction in the Battlefield games. And so the building that we took cover from the tank was then blown up by the tank. And we all had to run again. That's another favourite memory of mine online. And one with the crew is doing all those point of interests. And I think it was... my memory's rubbish now. I come across this place. I think it was up around Maine. And... it's like a community of people that don't do electronics. I can't think what they're called now. I'm gonna have to put it in the comment stream. It's like a community of people in America, and they sort of do their own thing, and they don't really engage with the social world. I can't think what they're called. Okay, so we're almost here. I don't know if this is an ambitious stream doing it live, but at the inside probably should do that. Okay, we're here. Right, let's go to the map so we can have a look for it. It's got to be there. Do you think it's there? Or is it there? I think I've seen it. Hold on. Is there not a road there? Hold on. That is never Niagara Falls, is it? Is that Niagara Falls? Okay, I'm going to get a photo here. I don't think that is it, though. That cannot be Niagara Falls. I'd be pretty disappointed. Let's go over her shoulder. Yeah, I reckon we're going to just travel up. Maybe that is Niagara Falls. I can see some water in the back. Okay, let's get back on the road. Sorry, I've gone quiet because I'm concentrating. Okay, there's definitely some water over there. Is that Niagara? Oh, there's a moose. I don't know, is the honest answer. I think the bigger one is horseshoe shape. Okay, let's go back. It says there, doesn't it? It can't be that one there, can it? You said, I think the bigger one is the horseshoe shape. What, like around here? I do love the fact that you can kind of like zoom in. Let's just quickly follow this. Can we follow it around? I don't know, Nate, to be honest. In real life, it's a horseshoe falls. Not sure on the game map. No. Right. I think we will call it that little waterfall there, but I'll have to look it up. So let's just check where else I'm heading. So we're going to Mount Rushmore next. So Mount Rushmore, which I believe is down by Chicago. Oh my God, it's Nate, it's baby falls. Yeah, you're not kidding. So Mount Rushmore, which I think hold on, bear with. I think it's here. It's here somewhere. There it is. Right. That's a bit of a road trip through Chicago, bottom of Detroit. Yeah. And then we're heading to Las Vegas Strip, Hoover Dam. And then we're almost done. So let's get back on this road. But yeah, great game. There's no question. And I for one was really disappointed when they didn't keep with America. So much so that I didn't buy the new crew. I don't know if it's any good. I think it's more about the racing. Right, oh my God, we got to get some miles under our belt, so I am gonna drive pretty fast. We'll just enjoy the scenery and have a bit of a waffle. 34, it won't take that long. 34 miles. What was I saying? Gone now. Yes, talking about is it called Motorfest? And that's the problem, really. The fact is that it's based primarily on racing, which of course I don't mind. I don't mind a racing game. But I want to do this, you know. Maybe I should chuck it on my wish list and maybe check it out. But you know, the landmarks around that, and that's kind of why I wanted to do this video. I thought it'd work quite well for a live stream because it takes us long enough to do, and you know, anybody who pops in is great. I know it's Saturday night, of course. Not everyone's around on a Saturday night either. 32 miles. On those brakes. Oh, I think I might have missed it. Hold on. Hear some of the wildlife. I can even hear other players' cars. Right. So obviously still quite populated, the game. But I've no idea what GTA 6 is going to bring. Yeah, it's going to be, but of course delayed to 26. Which I will need to double check, but, does that really mean they've taken 15 years to release a game? Christ, if they do that again, I'll be 65. Oh, hello! But yeah, one thing about the cruise, so you come across these little villages, you just sort of pull over and go, this looks nice. And then often there'll be a PI, you know, a little thing that you could read about the place. Oh dear, that's cold. But this isn't even labelled. It's a bit of a shame, really. You know, I'd like to pull over and just kind of like learn about the town that we've just gone through. But I am going to check out the crew on my PS3, and if I can buy a disc and access it offline, I'd quite like that, I think. Oh, mind that bus. Oh my good god, permadeath. Have we taken the wrong turning? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it's up here to the left. Right. It's a shame you can't, from the handlebars, you can only go right, left, and back. It's a shame you couldn't circle. Like, I feel like the camp, like he's looking, like, he, she, whatever, there's a bear, bloody hell. I feel like the rider is always looking at the floor. There's a fox. And it would be quite nice if you could look up a bit more. Because if you were riding a bike, you would look up. You wouldn't be looking down at the front wheel, you know. Anyway, 29 miles. Oh, been an accident there. Okay. So I forgot where we were heading to now. This wasn't Las Vegas yet, was it? It was... Let's have a quick look. Hold on. We are heading to, on my 12 landmarks, Mount Rushmore. That's right, I remember. Mount Rushmore. And of course there's, you know, there's much more in this game. You know, if you were to do a road trip and visit every racetrack in the game, there's Laguna Seca, there's the Daytona 500, and there's probably a few other circuits on the track as well. And you know, if you're doing racing around Laguna Seca, it's actually not that bad. And then of course we've got planes, and we've got boats. It was quite an ambitious game to be fair. And got those brakes a little bit. But love the animation, you know, of the throttle and the clutch where it's there on the left hand. Let's go this side. I feel like the Ghost Rider. And not the one with Nicolas Cage, the infamous, I think he might have died, but I think he had a black bike, black helmet, black leathers. I think he might have been German, I'm guessing now. Yeah. Sure he was called the Ghost Rider. 26 miles, this won't take too long. So I think we were passing beneath Chicago, beneath Detroit. Still much of the game we're not going to cover. Used to watch them. What, the, was that the YouTube videos, Date, with the crazy motorcyclist? That I think was called Ghost Rider. Or do you mean the film's Ghost Rider? I don't know, I'm waffling now and I have no clue what I'm saying. Hey, that's kind of, you know, that's quite the norm around here, really. "24 miles. But I think, you know, if this game had some TLC, if you had to refuel, had it on DVD, the Ghost Rider, not the film one, yeah, so we're talking about the same guy, and I haven't seen any of the videos in a long time, but Christ, I remember watching them, probably over 10 years ago. He used to use a car as well, did he? Go on, tell me, what did he have? Like a Pagani Zonda or something like? Oh no, I'm taking a long turning. Hold on. I'm trying to keep this realistic, like checking the traffic and that. I'm trying. Was it? I'll have to check out the car one. I remember when he was on bikes. It was crazy. And then there was like a rumour that he had died, and then videos resurfaced and they weren't too sure whether it was the same guy, you know, but yeah, super cool. But no, love your channel, Nate. I think, you know, always look out for your videos, and I must dig up Farming Sim again, because it's a great game. It really is. 21 miles. God, we got some miles to get under our belt. But yeah, I thought, you know, to do a live stream, I thought the landmark might work quite well. I thought about just going like all the cities in the crew, and I thought, no, if we take photos like of all the places we go, that'd be quite cool. But, so Nate, do you have a motorbike? Helicopter there. Of course, you can actually use. I'm not sure if you can use helicopters. I've actually got in this game, and I should need to go back to my house to show you. Not my real house, my in-game house. I have got a British Spitfire in this game, which is pretty cool. Of course, you've got the speedboats as well. But I have got the Spitfire. But I did get kind of bored with this. No motorbike, I would probably end up deleting myself. That's the trouble, isn't it? You know. Yeah. Good evening, Daniel. I hope you're well. Thank you for dropping into the SAS crew live stream here on the milestone. Doing landmarks here on the crew too. We're already probably 6 landmarks down. We've gone to Cape Canaveral, we've gone to Daytona Beach, we've gone to the Niagara Falls, we've done Brooklyn Bridge, we've done the Statue of Liberty, and we're heading now to Mount Rushmore. But welcome, Daniel, I hope you are well. Thank you, Justine Corfu. Oh, crikey. I bet let's just check the map. That's got to be pretty hot, isn't it? What time is it? I'm going to have a guess at what time it is in Corfu. Let me have a quick guess and see how far I'm wrong. I'm probably going to... Is it 9:30? You guys are an hour behind. I'm probably miles out. It's 2023. Just gone 20 past 8 here in the UK. But great to have you in on the stream. 20 degrees. Wow, okay. I think, I'm sorry to say, I think it's like 20 degrees here. Or it has been today. It's been quite cool. It's been a cool day. It's been nice. So 15 miles still under our belt. Heading to Mount Rushmore. I did hear that Donald Trump wants to be put on the Mount Rushmore. Christ almighty. What has the world come to? No, the 2 hours ahead. Okay, so it's getting a bit late there then. So
You should
20
check
degrees.
out the freestyle trial. Do that one and you get a plane. A freaking plane!
Sorry.
Think about how fast you can go coast to coast with that.
Excuse me,
Never
narrator.
mind getting creative with
Fucking
all the
talking.
crazy stunts you'll be able to do.
Interrupted by the game narrator there. If it's 20 degrees and it's what would that be? 10:30? Then that's quite nice, isn't it? Have you had a couple of beers, Daniel, or you been chilling out today? You on holiday, or is that where you live? Well, we haven't crashed yet, you know. We've done some miles as well. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just like service your bike? Maybe just it trots up the miles and you can see on the mileometer how many miles you've done on your bike across the United States. I mean, we all know that Ubisoft needs the money. This could be a surely this could be a money spinner for them. But you know, oh, look at those mountains in the foreground. I'm not sure which city that is that we're going to pass under. I reckon it might be Chicago. Let's just check the old map. Hold on. And have a quick drink as well. I've been waffling. What up? It's the Fat Cat Caravan. It's Dino himself. How are you doing? Are you well? Welcome for joining my milestone stream here, seeing the landmarks of The Crew 2, a game I used to love back in the day, and I've put down, and you know, it's still holding up as well, climbing into bed, but welcome, Fat Cat, the one and only, and yeah, I know you've got work coming up, haven't you? I'm just going to have a quick drink, because I've been talking for England. So let's get back to it. Oh, we were looking at a city, weren't we? On I reckon it must be Chicago. Yeah, it is indeed. So we're actually going to whip under Chicago. Perhaps we're going to whip into it a little bit. We are then heading over a bridge and then up to a photo with Mount Rushmore. I said Donald Trump wanting to be carved into Mount Rushmore, and how crazy the world is, he probably will be as well. But Dean, yeah, I know you're getting ready for bed. Bit late with the milestone video, but really cool. It's cool to do a live stream and just sort of, you know, have an opportunity to chat to people. I'm so grateful for everyone who you know, who pops into the stream. What's that about the Harley Davidson? Hold on, I might have to follow. Hold on a second. I've completely missed my map. Hold on. So yes, so this is the Harley. What does Fat Cat say? It's a reminder of Sega arcade game Harley Davidson. Yeah, you know, do you know, there's been times me and Nate have been looking at this game this evening and saying, actually, some of the rain in this game, some of the sun looks amazing, and like, Ubisoft need to make some money. I didn't even buy the latest edition because I wanted America, and maybe they need to remaster this, you know. So we've got to get these miles under our belt, otherwise I'm going to be streaming till midnight. So we're going to have to. I think we've still got Las Vegas Strip to do. We have still got what else have we got? The Hoover Dam, and then we're finishing up in LA, of course, where GTA 5, and a place that we all know and love quite well, because obviously we've been playing GTA 5 for the last 15 years. So, yeah, this is the idea of the stream. You've never played this? Wow. It's I know you're not particularly into your racing games, so I guess I'm not overly surprised. Keys is in the house. What up, Keys? How you doing? Welcome along to the SAS Crew stream. You're in good company. You got Nate here. You got the Fat Cat himself as well. We've got the awesome Daniel. We've had Farah popping in earlier today as well. And we are doing 12 landmarks across the crew. We've been taking photos. Just going to check the map. We started off in Miami and we headed up to Cape Canaveral, and we got a photo of the space shuttle on its launch pad. We took a nice photo. We then headed up to Daytona Beach and we got a photo of Daytona Beach. We then also headed up to New York and we got a photo of Brooklyn Bridge and the lady herself as well. We got a nice photo of the Statue of Liberty. We are now heading to Mount Rushmore, which is on the left hand side of Chicago. Don't worry, I'll be falling asleep soon. Bless you. I appreciate you stopping in, you know. We've probably only got 3 more landmarks to go, I reckon. Nice to have all my gamer mates in to say hello. Do you know, gotta say, Daniel, it's a wonderful community, and I feel privileged to be a small part of it. You know, we all do our thing, and it's super cool. And you know, gaming is our hobby, our passion, and you know, no matter what genre you're into, it's just a great hobby, isn't it? You know. We have got pretend permadeath on, so if we crash, we die. Bit sadist. But yeah, it's a good game. Fat Cat. Has it aged well? Well, sometimes it looks beautiful, and other times it looks quite dated. But if it's not really your cup of tea, oh, easy, come on. There's no traffic lights here, it's literally free for all. Was it so sorry, so you can just hold on a second. Almost out of Chicago, thank goodness. Then we'll get the hammer down then, across the bridge, up through Dakota grasslands, and then we'll head to Mount Rushmore. Let's have a quick look. So you can just cruise for miles and miles and miles. Yes, you can. I think if you were to go from, let's see, so if I zoom out this map, so if you were to go from New York, which is, anybody remember the Cannonball Run? I should do the Cannonball Run. Cannonball Run, New York, all the way across, of course, to San Fran. I'm not sure. It might actually be around here. I think it's somewhere down here. Of course, you've also got racetracks as well in this game. So there's Laguna Seca there, which you can see. But yeah, we've got Los Angeles. Love the Cannonball. I know Cannonball. So we've got all of Los Angeles. Heading up here, we've got Laguna Seca, of course. We should have San Francisco, and what else have we got up here? Seattle. Oh crikey, I've got Seattle on my bloody landmark. Las Vegas, of course. We're going to Las Vegas tonight. What else do we have? Loads of places. Aircraft Cemetery. Whoa, hold on a minute. Didn't Top Gear go to the Aircraft Cemetery? I think Top Gear went to the Aircraft Cemetery. Meteor Crater, obviously. So it's all obviously, you know, Navajo trail, should I say. What do we have down here? So Miami, which is similar to where we started. we've got New York, New Orleans, we've got Dallas over here. What else have we got? Loads of places. Eagle Falls, Texas. So we can head up on up here, I think. So we've got St. Louis. We've got Monument Rocks. There is so much on this game. It's bonkers. The Badlands, Yellowstone National Park. Fat cat, look at that. You can take a bike through Yellowstone, or you can take a Ferrari. I'm not going to show all the cars tonight because we're doing the we're doing simply just a road trip tonight. But through Yellowstone Park, and we've got all the mountains up here as well, so you can race in the snow. Glacier Park, Ivory Springs. The game is massive. I think this is one of the bloody problems that I had when they, when they released a new crew, and I was like, no, I want America. I literally want America. And this game must be, I played over 5 years ago, Miami. Anyway, we'll get back to it. So Nashville, of course, you can go to Nashville and visit, Elvis Presley's home. So we've got 7 miles to go. We are heading to Mount Rushmore to get this photo of our landmark stream. Landmark stream? Well, it's the 60th video. And I was actually going to do, but yeah, it's an incredible game. It really is. I was going to do a train sim world, but I haven't got one of the trains that I need because I was going to talk about the holiday. But I'll set that up for the next milestone. That'll be kind of cool. So just 6 miles from Mount Rushmore. Let's get the camera down now. Normally, if you're cruising, you just cruise, and if you, if you spot something, you'd go over and have a look at it, take a photo, do some research on it, But yeah, definitely this game is crying out for a beloved remaster, I reckon. Like I said, we had some rain, so there's some sort of power plant there. And if we jump out, you might be able to see what power plant that is. It just says nuclear power plant, but you could probably look it up on Google, south of Chicago. Wow, kind of southeast. Anyway, I keep talking about this Mount Rushmore, and we haven't got there yet, but 5 miles. Oh, I'm still full of hay fever. Like I said, various vehicles. I've got a Suzuki GSXR. They've got the Harley Davidsons, of course, the cruiser bikes. But a game that I used to chill on, exactly what the channel's about, really, slow and steady. Although we're not doing anything slow and steady, really. Obviously different events all over the world as well. 4 miles. And then we head down to Las Vegas. Down to Las Vegas Strip. Get a photo there. Head over to the Hoover Dam. Get a photo there. And then I think we're almost done with the stream. But, great to jump in. Great to be back off of holiday. It was a really nice to get away, But yeah, I think this game, it's aged alright, If you want to hear my rant about Crew, the original Crew, which I still really rate, because they had points of interest on there, so you could learn about the different towns you were going through, and I really enjoyed that. Sadly, they don't have the points of interest. I think the landscape is changing slowly. The dirt looks to be a different colour. 2 miles out from Mount Rushmore. get our photo, and then rocket head down to Las Vegas. As I said, the brake, the clutch work on the handlebars is really quite good. I do think the game looks really good when you have a bit of a wet tarmac going on. I can hear the birds even as well. So you can pull over at any time. You can even get yourself out the scrambler and go scrambling. Offline mode, sorry you did say that earlier. Sadly, because it's Ubisoft and you already know the answer, it's online. You don't get too much trouble because you're always travelling. What was quite cool is we were parked up taking a photo of Brooklyn Bridge, and a Lamborghini Countach pulled up alongside us. Nate was in the stream, and there was this person driving a Lamborghini. They revved up and we both raced across Brooklyn Bridge, and that was quite cool. But yeah, just you know, why oh why? It's like one of my big problems with the Crew 1 is that I paid money for that game, I own that game, and I can't even play it. And I don't think that's right. You know, if you're going to take a game offline, then just make it offline. You know, release a final patch, close the servers, and literally leave you to enjoy the world. And I'm surprised that no one's brought a lawsuit, because there must be. So Mount Rushmore is coming up on the left. Let's just whip to it. Third person. Just see it over there. You see it? I think they would have easily over 1 million signatures, because I don't think it's right when you put £60 down on a game and then 10 years later you don't own it. That's not fair. So here we are, the Mount Rushmores. Like I said, where should we park up for our photo? I wonder if I can do it here. That looks pretty good. So only a few more landmarks left, and then I'll be closing the live stream. I said to my partner, I won't live stream too long, and I don't know how long I've been at it now. There we go. Right. Yeah, I'm sure in T's and C's you probably agreed to it. Agreed, but you know, it's shit, and I don't think it's right. So let's get our photo. Not the best Mount Rushmore, but hey, you know, how many other games have Mount Rushmore? That's not the best photo, that's a shit photo. There we go, that looks a bit better. Oh, we also got, that's my first photo for Rushmore. I'll have a quick drink. So, how are we doing? Mount Rushmore. What else did we say? We said, I might have to check my list. Hold on a second. You applied for the beta for this, did you, Keys? Oh, it is a great game. But, you know, I didn't buy the latest installment because I sort of didn't really fancy it, you know. So we've done Daytona Beach, we've done Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, we've done Cape Canaveral, we've done Niagara Falls, we've done Mount Rushmore. Shit, I've still got Seattle, the Space Needle, Las Vegas, Hoover Dam Strip, Grand Canyon, San Francisco, Golden Gate Bridge, and finish in GTA. I don't think I can stream that long. Because I've got the how many have we done? Hold on 1 second. Just gonna pull over here a second. I know, Fat Cat. I'm like literally. I think I've been streaming almost 2 hours. So how many have I ticked off? I've done Daytona, New York Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, Cape Canaveral, Niagara Falls. Right, that's 6. So I think I'm going to end the stream. But honestly, thank you to everyone stopping by. We may as well going to have a look at the vehicles while we're here. And I will pick up another one of Mount Rushmore and do the next 6 landmarks. And that's only the 6 landmarks that I can think of in this game. So let's have a little look at the catalogue of bikes and cars before we sign off. So I have 27 of 626. So I don't have, and I've put about 80 hours into this game. So we've got various, of course, cars, and we've got beach buggies as well, because of course you've got all of America, and you've also got the sand dunes, which again Top Gear or the Grand Tour went over, so you can have a lot of fun. You obviously know what the alphas look like, so we've got a 4C, the 8C of course, and probably some race cars is there. Aston Martin, we've got Bentley, Bugatti, BMW, Chevrolet, Citroen. We've got some Dodge, of course we would for America. Mini, let's see if we've got any minis. It's not going to have the Mini now, is it? HIJK. Well, keys. Well, there we go. We've got some minis. So you can also go online and you can find different liveries as well. And of course, then you can meet up with your friends and just tear across America. I know Fat Cat's talking about the bikes as well. So we've got, just before we come down to the bikes, so BMW, of course, do bikes as well. So there should be some BMWs here, I would have thought. So we've got a BMW adventure bike, so very similar to the long way round, of course, with Ewan McGregor and such. They may have been, look at these adventure bikes. So basically, you just literally go over, you could just go off country. And then we've got our road bikes, of course, 1000cc BMW 2015. And a touring bike as well. Want the Harleys? Okay, let's get down to the Harleys. We've got Ducati, of course. Where would we wouldn't be anywhere without Ducatis. Has it got the Pagani? That one there. That's the one I'm talking about. The 2015. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. Panigale. Harleys are rubbish. Well, I've been driving a Harley all night. To be fair. What else do we have? So, of course, we don't need to look at the Ferraris, do we? Old 1971 365 Ferrari. How much does that go for? 78,000, and I've got 500,000, so I have poured a bit of time into this. Ford, I won't show everything. Fat Cat wants to see the Harleys. So, just the two, it looks like. This is the one I was riding this evening. This is the 2017 Iron 883, but when you dive into it, Fat Cat, you can also customise all the rims, as with the cars. You can customise the tank, the seat, the exhausts, and the front headlight as well. So you really can, if you go on a road trip or decide to have a biking gang in America on Crew 2, then you can customise all your bikes up to look pretty cool. It's a damn shame that you cannot get off your bike, so you can then park all your bikes up and just have a really cool photo. Can you buy more? I'm not I think there was. If you go to the trailer of Crew 2 Harleys, I'm sure there was 4 Harley Davidsons you could buy. Lamborghini, of course. I wonder if it's got one of my favourite cars, the Lotus Elise. No, just the Evora DX. That's a shame. Maserati Mini, so we've already seen Peugeot, of course, Peugeot 106, 205, and the rally cars, of course, rally cars. A good old Renault as well. So many, of course, Suzuki. And wait for it, just before you go, I've even got, not with this livery, I've got the British Army livery for the Spitfire, which is really cool, because don't forget, in this game as well, you don't just have bikes and cars, you also have planes, and you also, I can't find them now, it won't be under that, come on, maybe there's planes, I know, right, yeah, planes, hold on, there's planes in here, I can't find what I'm looking for now. We also have boats as well, so there's boats. Again, which I really did plough some, let's have a look at these boats here. As planes. So look at those sort of like old prop planes, 1945. And of course, don't look at those liveries, because those liveries really are just stunt plane liveries, but you can put old school liveries on there as well, and then you can fly across all the way through the Grand Canyon, down through all the Rockies, fly around Mount Rushmore, and then head up into the bottom part of Canada where it's all snowy. So Fat Cat's asked for the R33, a personal favourite of mine, the Nissan Skyline. It is in the game because I do own it. Let's just find Nissan. Where am I going? I can't even see it for looking. Hold on. Oh God, it's here. It's the only Nissan I own. So we've got the 300ZX from 1994. Again, don't worry about the liveries, because it's a Z32. It's got a 350. I know it's here. Because I bloody own it. Hold on. A Nissan Fairlady from 1970. There's some cool looking cars, like I said. We are getting there. Talk about suspense. Like I said, pulled up next to me on Brooklyn Bridge in this stream was a Lamborghini Countach. And me and a random player raced across the bridge. So, that's the R34, isn't it? You're looking for the 33. Another R34. That's a shame, Fat Cat. It's not got the 33. Because I think I'm really with you on this as well, because I know the Skylines. The 33 is like the 1990 version. Might be 1994. Can't quite remember. I think the 34 was maybe 96. Maybe 98. Actually, it says, doesn't it? So, hold on a second. 2002 for the 34. So, does that mean the R33 is probably 98? Something like that. But yeah, like you, love the Skylines. But it's a good view here, to be fair. Obviously, that's a Paul Walker, isn't it? That type thing. But yeah, there we go. So, there's some really cool cars here. There really is. And there's some cool planes, which we've looked at. There are some cool boats in the game as well, which we did try to sort of find. We've got Jeeps and all kinds of crazy stuff. There might even be some Formula 1 cars kicking around. I imagine probably under Ferrari. Oh no, okay. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for joining me on my milestone stream, the 60th video here on the channel. The next live video will be number 70. However, I think I might need to come back and do the 6th next 6 landmarks, which I had promised, because we only got done 6 of the 12, which is crazy. But we did do just a quick refresh on the stream. We did Miami all the way up to Daytona Beach. We did Cape Canaveral, and we seen the shuttle. We also went across to Brooklyn Bridge, Statue of Liberty. We did Mount Rushmore and a few others as well. But thank you from me to you, from the bottom of my heart, for everyone who checks out this channel and the awesome community that I'm very lucky to be a part of. Guys, have a good rest of your weekend. Take good care. Fat Cat, take care. See you soon. All the best, Keys. Nate, thank you for sticking with me most of the stream. I really appreciate it. Who else have we had? We have Farah in as well. And just going through to make sure I don't miss anyone. Daniel, of course, from Corfu. And Void, who also popped in as well. Guys, thank you from me to you. Take good care of yourselves. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.